Good morning, Poppy.
Good morning.
Good to see you here this
You
morning.
too.
It's a beautiful Sunday.
Oh,
And welcome to all of our community members. We're so happy to have you guys here and grateful that we're here to do another Shamanic Sunday. So please feel free to leave your comments or questions or anything that you might have, and we'll try to either get to them today or have them as one of our topics on another Sunday. So, Poppy, would you like to get us started with a little prayer?
yes, I certainly would. Gratitude. Can't go wrong with gratitude. Grace grows where gratitude grows, where gratitude flows. So, gratitude for this gift of life, this breath of life. Gratitude for these bodies our spirits are living in to be able to experience the gifts of creation and a human incarnation. And gratitude for Sacred Right Now and the opportunity to join our hearts and minds and spirits together on this Sunday with gratitude to our ancestors and ancestor spirits of the land we're living on and Mother Earth and great grandmother growth and Father Sun sending that light force to Mother Earth, helping us wake up and remember that we're sacred, worthy, luminous beings, that we are loved. Our love is for giving and receiving, to wake up, wise up, and live love now, showing up to do what we can for the healing of the sacred hoop. May it be so. Hope.
May it be so. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good way to start the day for sure. Feeling gratitude and moving into one of the questions we've gotten the last week is about purpose and finding our purpose. Let's see if I can find the exact, how do I find my purpose? And what do you mean by purpose? Is it like career? Is it something else? Is it, you talk a lot about being here in this moment, in our bodies, in our lives that we're living, like, what is our purpose and living a purposeful life? So can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Okay, let me just drop in here and see what comes. Give thanks for the opportunity to open to you, Spirit, and listen to what words you want to bring through me in response to this question, purpose. Well, the first thing that comes through for me is acknowledging that the creative wisdom power of the universe, whatever you want to call that, manifests the universe and us with consciousness to be able to self-reflect on questions such as this. Do we have a purpose? Not by accident. It's all an exploration of what's possible. So what's possible brings in what's possible in terms of the fullest realization of who we are, of why the universe gave us life, why the universe has given us the gift of protection that has brought us this far in our lives. And so to take a moment and give thanks for what I call the angels of protection that have brought us this far and protected us. And may the protection grow stronger through our joining here today and extend that out into the world that so literally sorely needs it, more protection, love, and kindness. And I think those qualities of loving kindness and generosity and courage and creativity and beauty and deep inner peace and fullest blossoming of our greatest good. That's our purpose. To wake up to the truth of who and what we are, that we're more than a physical body. Our spirits, our infinite spirits, live in a beautiful container of our physical bodies for a period of time of our life walk. But they're not who we are. We have to learn how to take care of them in a skillful way, our bodies and all their needs, and how to work skillfully with our reptilian mind and our limbic brain and using the neocortex, our conscious mind, to choose the intention to discover our purpose in being here. Which is, in my experience, as I say, to wake up to the truth of our being. We are love, and our love is forgiving, and to be channels for that healing light and love through us. So our purpose here is not in terms of a career. It might manifest through a career or our work in the world, but we're living in a consumer capitalist culture that doesn't care about our souls or fullest blossom and greatest good, but just about using us as units in a, for me, a sick system that benefits the minority and rips off the majority. So we're not here to feed that system as our purpose in this life, feed that, be a cog in that machine, but to wake up, remember the truth of who we are, and do our best with embracing our humanness, the fullness of our humanness, the wholeness of our humanness, so that we can polish up the stardust. We're stardust brought to earth. We're stardust brought to birth. We're stardust brought to life. And then the Stardust song, do you know why you're here? Filled with light and love so dear. Do you know why you're here? To shine, to shine, to shine. Shine on in the darkness, shine in the night, shine on when it's cloudy and cold. Shine with all your might. It's all about the wisdom that lives in you and me. And it doesn't cost a penny. It's absolutely free. And so how to polish a star so bright, you hold it up into the light. That's how we polish up our stardust, to be able to shine higher awareness, raising our awareness, our consciousness to a higher bandwidth of understanding of the truth of who we are. We are love, and our love is forgiving. To wake up, to wise up, to live love now. That's our purpose in being. And so trying to do that, doing our best to try to do that, will grow us on our heart path. So listening in terms of directions of what to do as compared to a career. There's an old saying from a wisdom elder: before you teach children how to make a living, teach them how to live. Teach the children how to live. And so what are the highest values that truly serve fullest blossoming greatest good? Our lives, our families, our communities, our world, Mother Earth, Mother Ocean. What truly serves fullest good is recognizing, as part of the wake-up process, how we're all connected, that it's an illusion, that there's separation. And what we do to another, to animals, to the earth, we do to ourselves, we do to our children. It goes into the field and it impacts everybody. We all make a difference. So listening to what has meaning in your heart in terms of finding purpose for how to act on the love you are, what actions to take through recognizing and waking up to the truth of our sacred, worthy, luminous being of love that is forgiving. Listen in your heart to what catches your attention, what speaks to your heart, what calls you, what has a passion for you, what's meaningful for you. And then to listen to the soft murmurings that can sometimes strong guidance that can come from clearly owning your intention. I seek to know and live as best as I can my purpose in being here, Great Spirit. Why you give me this life? Why you protected me? Why you give me the gifts of creation in this life? I truly seek to know that. And to honor that, to discover that and find that. So that intention, when it's true, and we open ourselves as multidimensional beings, our bodies, our thoughts, our feelings, our intuition, our dreams, quote unquote synchronicity, things that happen that we didn't plan, that are really spirit knocking on the door of our ego consciousness, saying, hey, you're dreaming too small. You're constricted in this tight box of thinking that you're limited to your ego identity, and you're way much more than that. So whatever practices can help you to open your awareness to move from, you might say, above or expand from ego identity to recognizing, wait a minute, I'm part of the infinite creative wisdom energy of the universe. I'm part of that. It's not like somewhere else. I'm part of that. And it's in me. And so we set clear intention, and then we pay attention to all these different levels of our being and experience. The guidance comes for the actions of what Spirit wants to use you as a channel for, that'll lead you on your hard path to completion and fulfill your purpose. So when you finish your life and you look back on it, you can feel good about, I did the best I could with trying to honor that purpose you gave me, so I can release peacefully and merge back into the oneness of the mystery that on the deepest levels of my being I never really left to begin with. All right, well, that's a lot of words, so let me come back at a kind of a trance state and check in and see if you fell asleep or anybody's still listening
I'm
after
still
all that.
here. I'm still here.
Uh,
I mean, I think, you have lived like such a life of purpose, and mom and Kimmy and I have been lucky to, grow up with that, and the understanding like that, it's more important to like be and to give back and to shine, 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 than it is to, have this, I mean, I'm not saying anything negative about having a great career, but like that's not the purpose, right? And
well,
I
maybe,
feel like,
excuse me for interrupting, your career may be a manifestation of your purpose, but not necessarily. You might
right,
have to do
right,
something else to pay the bills in a capitalist society, but then you have to try to live your purpose through that work, with this pushing computer buttons, sweeping the floor, fixing the car at the gas station, whatever it might be to pay your bills. But
right,
use the doing of what you have to do to pay those bills as a vehicle to bring your purpose through, like to be a more loving person, be a channel for healing, light, and love, and support, and beauty, and creativity, courage.
right, right. But sometimes it's hard to figure out what your purpose is, right? Like a different, whether you had clarity on that, when you were 23 and then, now you're 50 and you're trying to find it again, or, some people I feel like struggle with that, through their lives, or so like I'm trying to think of like tools you've talked to us about. And the thing that came to me was, like when we're trying to kind of find an answer to something, to give thanks, before we go to bed, like to give thanks for that coming to us, in the greatest way possible. And, sometimes you have to continue to do that, every night, and sometimes it comes and sometimes it doesn't. And, any other like tools you can kind of help guide people, I guess, to help them find that or remind them of the purpose, or, daily kind of practices or anything like that.
Well, again, everything starts with intention. Everything starts with intention. So I wake up and purpose. The expression of purpose can change over life. So don't be attached to the expression of it. But the underlying purpose, I think, remains the same. And tools to reconnect with it starts with intention, and you're asking. There's the framework I offer that's coming through me right now. I'm going to say it as me. I'm asking the Great Spirit, the creative wisdom power of the universe, the great mystery, for its purpose in giving me life, for its purpose, how it wants to use me in this life in a way that feels right for me in my heart to do. Might not be in my ego comfort zone, most likely it won't be, but in my heart it feels like for me to be in integrity, then this is the way I need to live and act and be and do. Um, then I'm asking the Great Spirit, the mystery. I'm not saying I'm not telling it what my purpose is. I'm saying what purpose that you have for me. So I'm opening up connection and attunement and communion with that great mystery, that infinite wisdom power, creative wisdom power of the universe. And so then I have to open myself with humility. I have to be humble and pay attention to everything, because I don't know how the great mystery might give information back to me in alignment, or bring an awareness into my life purpose, or how to renew it, or how to strengthen it, or how to recharge it, or so in order to for the energy from the universe to come into me in response to what I'm seeking, I have to have open pipes. I have to have my pipes open and receive, and that means humility and receptivity. And if there's anything in those pipes, like guilt or shame or negativity, unconsciously conditioned thought patterns that manifest below the threshold of awareness. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve it. That could never happen for me. All of those thoughts and energies and guilt and shame and fear and anxiety, they constrict the pipes. The pipes tighten up and constrict because there's fear there, and we better tighten up and protect and get ready for battle, or to run or shut down or whatever. So it's hard for for the breath, life force, energy, kupori to get through the pipes, and they're all clogged up. Only a little bit can trickle through. It doesn't have much power, and it's struggling, and it's so polishing up the stardust is going inside to see if there's anything that's clogging up those pipes. Is there anything that's closing my heart, constricting my heart through judgment to myself, to other people? Then the work is to do whatever needs to happen for the cleansing of those pipes, those opening up of the pipes, and then the receptivity, humility, paying attention to all the different levels of our being and what happens in the field around us for that guidance, that illumination. You might say those beams of illumination coming in, reminding us or empowering us or helping us to see. So this is what I want you to be doing. This is what I gave you this life for. This is what I gave you the breath this day for. And then that listening. And a good way to open those doorways of attunement after in conjunction to doing the pipe cleaning work is to be thankful for what you already have. To drop into your heart and listen to what do I have to be thankful for in my life today. Not everybody who went to sleep last night got up today. We're here. We're alive. What is it that truly in my heart I have to be thankful for today? And let my heart open and send out gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness to for those gifts that I'm thankful for, and to the source from where they come. To the ultimate source from whatever it is we're thankful for, what we're thankful for. We're thankful for the breath. We're thankful for love. We're thankful for the roof over our head, our food in our bellies, clothes, friends, family, teachers, healers, beauty. Thankful, whatever it is, we're truly thankful for. What's the source, where that comes from? So opening our heart to give thanks back to the source. It's like spirit. Those channels are really open. The work we have to do to have that kind of attunement and communion with spirit, the channels are open. We've polished up our stardust, and spirit's able to send through that open, clear channel stronger, clearer guidance about, well, this is what I want you to do today. This is what I want you. This is the day you're given. This is the day I want you to do today, in terms of purpose, how to live your way, your life in a way that honors the potential spirit gives you with the breath of life, highest purpose, to be a channel, not for serving ego, but for serving higher will, serving God's will, great spirit's will, the creative wisdom power of the universe, being a channel for it and loving unattached service to that higher will. And I think that's, in my experience of life, that's what it's shown me that highest purpose is, and that's what I try to live, my humanness. And of course, every day I slip on a banana peel of my own making that I didn't see, or drop the ball or whatever. And then we have opportunity to, for compassion for our humanness, compassion for ourselves, and empathy and understanding and listening to what needs healing, if there's fear or anxiety or whatever. And so it's an ongoing process. I think with every breath that comes in, as spirit asks us that question, what do you want to do with me? What do you want to do with this life force I give you? Do you want to use it to feed your ego? Do you want to use it to amass more material goodies and compete with others? Be judgmental, be fearful and constrict, angry, feel sorry for something, or do you want to use me to open your awareness to what you have available to you all the time? Infinite light, infinite love, infinite peace, infinite creativity, infinite opportunity in being alive to make conscious choice about how you want to live it in this moment, in this day that we're given. And I think those kinds of thoughts, if you will, help polish the stardust, open the channels for that guidance to come through about purpose. May it be so for all of us. Walk on our heart paths, fullest blossoming, greatest good fulfillment of our purposes. Oh,
That's good. I love that. Like the takeaways for me are starting with gratitude, right? Which we know, starting with gratitude, opening up to, whatever it is that you believe in, a higher power, and letting go of ego, which is hard, right? And then being like aware and present to receive what's coming back to you, and possibly not in the ways that you want it to, or with the message that you wanted it to come back with, or but just being open, and then love and light and shining.
Bringing it through. Yeah.
Bringing it through, yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that. Thank you.
Oh,
Could you lead us in like a visualization, like with kind of that, the intention of purpose and what we've talked about today?
yeah, my pleasure. Mucho gusto. So dropping into the looks within place, letting those little lids of the eyelids drop down over the eyes and bringing awareness inside to where there is no separation. There's only a field of energy that connects us to the infinite field of energy, infinite creative wisdom, energy field. And bringing awareness to noticing how we're being breathed. That infinite creating wisdom power of the universe is breathing us. It's literally sending in a soft wave of life force energy flowing into us, and it moves through us and it activates powers of physical and physiological and energetic functions that promote our health and our healing and high level wellness, rejuvenation. So with our awareness, noticing that gift of life flowing into us, activating within us, and then the cleansing, releasing breath out, the wisdom through billions of years of evolution in our physical bodies that knows on a regular basis, every moment, in order to live, there needs to be a letting go of the old, what's no longer needed in this moment for life to continue, vitality, to healing, for rejuvenation, to flow. We have to let go. There's no room for the new breath to come in unless we let go of the old. And so at any time, and you can notice in your own experience, when you do your version with this next breath of taking it in, holding it, and letting it go real slowly, extending the breath out. Which activates the vagus nerve and its interconnections throughout the whole body, inducing a state of relaxation, wave of relaxation flowing through us. Cleansing, letting go of any energies of tension or constriction or tightness, letting it go, breathing in, undoing knots, the energy leaving with the out breath. And bringing the gift of awareness slowly to our chests, dropping into our heartbeats, the heart pumping out the life force through us. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. And that kabooing continuing 24/7. A teacher of unconditional love, giving that life force pump through our whole system, fueled with every new breath in. Feeling our hearts opening and softening. And sending out from our hearts gratitude for the gifts of our lives, the gifts of grace in our lives, and gratitude to the great mystery that gives us our lives for our purpose, for breathing, highest good, fullest blossoming of our lives' purpose into our being. And if we're aware of what that purpose is now, seeing it getting shining up, polished up, strengthened. And if we're not aware of it, seeing our hearts through the opening, receiving It's on its way to us. Insight, understanding, clarity about our life purpose. And once again, the importance of humility and receptivity, because we don't know how that great mystery might send us guidance, insight, understanding, clarity about our life purpose. So we have to pay attention to everything, not just the good and the groovy things, but everything that happens. Paying attention to it. How might it be a knock, you might say, from the other side of the membrane, separating our awareness between ego consciousness and infinite cosmic consciousness, a dissolving of that membrane. So there's an opening for that guidance to come in from the quantum field, infinite quantum field of infinite potential flowing into us. And to give thanks for it. Give thanks for it on its way to us now, and making a good home for it, which again comes back to the humility and receptivity and a commitment. Great Spirit, if you give me the understanding about the purpose in my life, that if I follow it and honor it will lead to my fullest blossoming and greatest good, then I will do precisely that. I will try to do the best I can to show up and honor the purpose you've given me in this life. And then exercising the muscles of faith and trust, because we may be tested in many ways, may be tested through time and challenge and unforeseen circumstances and situations that we certainly didn't want and are troublesome and challenging. Those all may be what I call vehicles of opportunity to wake up, to drop into deeper awareness than ego reactivity, that which comes from thinking we exist only as our egos and its stories. There's dropping into the more of us, opening to the more of us with that humility, receptivity, and listening. With attention, paying attention, and the gratitude. Thank you for this purpose of this life. May all of us listening here strengthen our ability to give thanks for our purpose in life, for our lives, and for the fact that there is purpose in our lives. We're not here by accident. We have purpose in our lives. If we know what it is, gratitude for that. Continued strength, practices to grow stronger in honoring that purpose. And if we don't yet know what it is, gratitude for that it exists. There's the muscle of faith and trust, even though we don't know what it is, and opening to receive it with gratitude. Thank you for sending awareness to me of the purpose you want me to live in this life that will, if I honor it, lead to fullest blossoming, greatest good. May it be so for all of us. So we can show up and be the channels we have the capability of being, channels, unattached, serving a higher will, channels for healing light and love through us for the healing of the sacred hoop. May it be so. Oh.
Thank you, Poppy.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for the teachings and everything. And thank you to our community for coming back Sunday. Or if you're new, good to see everyone here and having a good Sunday today. And I guess one of the things, if you've done any work with my dad, I love, the reminder and, just a good reminder to say to yourself every day, but you are a sacred, worthy, luminous being. You are love and your love is forgiving. So just remembering that today, say it a couple times to yourself if you need to, and have a great Sunday.
All right.
And come back, tell your friends. Hope to see you again. Thanks, Poppy.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.